Don't forget the doc. Several network participants recently called into Dr. Rick Wright's Old School Sundays radio show. Check this out.
Well, let's take a trip to Boston, Massachusetts right now and find the world's greatest lawyer, attorney in the world of entertainment and music, John Kellogg. How you doing, John?
I'm doing fine, Dr. Wright. How are you?
Everything is going, guy. Let's hit your report of the week now.
All right. Hello, Power 106.9 listeners. John Kellogg here with The Biz, a report on the business behind the music, because everybody knows somebody in the music business. Dr. Wright, first let me say that it was a pleasure seeing you again when I was in Syracuse this week, speaking at the Bandier Music Business Program's Visiting Lecture Series. I'd like to thank the program's director, Dave Rezac, for the invitation and all of the dedicated students in the program who attended. I also had the opportunity to spend some time with my former New Decade bandmate and drummer extraordinaire, Tim Nelson. Shout-outs to you, Timmy. You know I promised to continue my description of the bundle of rights and copyright this week, but I'm going to have to put that off until next time because a court verdict that's very important to the biz came down last week, and our listeners need to be aware of it. You know, I say every time the music gets played, somebody gets paid. Well, that's not the case when people go online and share music illegally. I maintain that peer-to-peer file sharing is one of the primary causes for the drastic drop in CD sales over the past few years and is wreaking havoc on major label earnings. As a result, major record companies have sued over 26,000 people who have used such programs as Napster, Kazaa, and Morpheus to illegally share copyrighted music. Most of the people sued have settled for a few $1,000s, but last week, a Minnesota woman accused of illegally sharing over 1,700 songs went to trial and was found guilty by a jury for $220,000 in damages. That's right, $220,000 in damages. Well, this is a good lesson for our listeners, particularly those who have children. Make sure your children aren't illegally sharing with their friends on your computer. Several of the people who have been sued said they didn't know their kids were using their computers for this purpose and raised this as an issue as a defense. But the court isn't behind it. If your computer is being used to illegally share music, you could be held liable no matter who the culprit is. And as you can see from this verdict, the damages can be substantial. So make sure you and anyone else using your computer is purchasing music legally, not sharing it illegally. Artists and songwriters work very hard to create great music and should be compensated for it. So do what you can to make sure every time the music gets played, somebody gets paid, and artists get paid, not played. Well, if you have any questions or comments about the business of music, be sure to email me at musicbusinessnewsandviews@comcast.net. That's Music Business News and Views at Comcast.net. Well, this is John Kellogg, and you just got The Biz.
Thank you so much, John Kellogg.
All right.
Berkeley School of Music, Boston, Massachusetts. Hey, John, you got a website, too, haven't you?
Yeah.
Stand by.
You can reach me at that Music Business News and Views at Comcast.net.
All righty, John Kellogg, and it was a pleasure having you at the famous Visual and Performing Arts Music Industries program and also the SI Newhouse School of Public Communications, man. And you got back to Boston okay. That's all I need to know.
Got back safely, man. It was good seeing you, too. See you next time.
Okay, John Kellogg. Check it in with Dr. Rick Wright, Old School Sunday, on a Big Bad Sunday afternoon.
The network reminds you that you too may call in to Dr. Rick Wright on Sundays between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check in with the doc at area code 315-428-1069. Don't forget the doc.